Now that I'm done doing that, I want to talk about something most people don't really talk about. Have you ever come back from a really long ride and your ears are just screaming? Like you've been to a loud concert standing right next to the speakers. You can't hear anything. Every time somebody says something to you, you're like, huh? What? Well, that has been me a couple of different times, and what I did to resolve that issue, I got some earplugs. These are really inexpensive loop earplugs you can get off of Amazon. You can get some that mold to your ear. We're gonna talk today about saving your hearing and also some of the myths that come with wearing these earplugs. Make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. First, we're going to go down the line on a couple of different options of earplugs you can use. These are the loop earplugs that I actually use on the daily. The next set you're going to see is the silicone earplugs. I actually use these for swimming, and you can see that individual one there. I usually tear that in half and then put each half in each ear. And they last for a couple of different uses. The last set you're going to see here is going to be the foam earplugs. These are really cheap. You can get them at a CVS or Walgreens, and you can use them over and over if you want, but as you can see, they come with 10 pair. One of the things I've noticed is that sometimes people are wearing earplugs incorrectly. I'm not here to doubt your intelligence. I know that you know how to put an earplug in your ear. Just for the sake of doing it, let's just go ahead and go over how it's done. So when it comes to the foam earplugs, I see a lot of people who will just take the foam as it is, already expanded, right? And just try and stick it in their ear. Right? And then what do? You get this long protruding earplug sticking out. It's not doing anything. It's not helping you. It's not decreasing any decibels. And as you can see on this box, it says it decreases by 30 decibels, right? That's not even giving you 3 decibels if you got it right there. Maybe you can hear a little bit of something, but it's almost like sticking your finger in the air. Not really doing much. What you want to do is pull on this one, twist it. It's going to flatten out a little bit, makes it a little bit more difficult to twist, especially if you got on shea butter like me. Once you got it flattened out, now what you can do with your ears, you can pull it up and back, making sure the ear canal is fully open, and insert it in your ear. Once you got it in your ear canal and you can feel it going in, it's going to expand a little bit. So all you're going to do is push and hold a little bit. It says you got to hold it for about 30 seconds. Doesn't really take that long, but it could take that long to expand depending on the size of your ear canal. And then, as you can see, got a much better seal in your ear when it comes to that earplug. So now it's doing what it's supposed to do. The other one I like to use is the silicone. Now I use these when I go swimming. This keeps water from going in my ear. My earplugs that I use when I'm riding are the loop earplug. These silicone earplugs, you can use them as well. The only thing about these, even though they are reusable, you don't want to use them too many times, they're silicone. So it's not something that you really want to have in your pocket. The heat can affect them, they can melt a little bit. And if you lose them, it's really kind of pointless. The foam earplugs are $5, $6 at your local pharmacy. I got those from Walgreens. You can get them from CVS, wherever your pharmacy is. They're really, really inexpensive. Same thing goes with the silicone earplugs. Spin them, right, until you know they're going to go in your ear canal. Push it into your ear canal, right? And then once it's in your ear canal and you know it's there, kind of mold it to the hole in your ear, okay? Now that's pushed all the way in. Okay, that's not going anywhere. I generally use these, again, when I go swimming. Now, right now, I can tell that the decibels are even less than this 30 decibels I have going on over here. And if you noticed, I actually didn't take one of these and roll it to be in one ear. I split it in two because I can use the second one, roll it down, put it in my ear canal, push it in and hold it. You get that same seal. If you want to use silicone, that's up to you. Now, getting them out, it's a little bit of something, but you just kind of dig into it. You don't even need fingernails, comes right out. You can see it's almost molded to what my ear canal looks like, right? And again, you can reuse them. I reuse them maybe twice, again, for swimming, but you never know. These, again, you can reuse them as well, but you get so many of them, you don't have to. But if you're, that diligent, you're watching them enough, why not? Reuse them as many times as you can. Some people's ears excrete wax more than others. I don't excrete a lot of wax out of my ear. So I don't have to worry about any dirty earplugs going in and out of my ear. Now, again, that's not to say that my ears don't secrete wax, because they do. And I actually just cleaned out my case that holds my earplugs today. You can see it's nice and shiny, right? Okay, and I also clean these off with a little bit of alcohol. Okay, what I like to do with my loop earplugs is I like for this ring that I'm holding on to kind of face up a little bit. So I can just pop that in. I can push it in, or you can pull your ear back to make it easier. You can honestly feel the air being sealed inside your ear, but you can pull it out, up and back, whatever works for you. Push it in there. You know, this is normally how I do it. I just go really quickly, push it in there. I don't even pull my ear that much. And now they're in. And you can see, just like with the silicone earphones, they are nice and sealed, okay? I don't really remember how much the silicone earphones cost. You can get them off of Amazon. I'll try to leave a link in the description or maybe a picture here in the video. These cost $5.99 at Walgreens. And then my loop ear plugs, these, I believe they were somewhere between $25 and $30. Really inexpensive investment to save your hearing. They also have custom earplugs, all right? Those custom earplugs work really well. You end up going to a doctor's office, they pour some type of silicone or something into your ear, and that molds to the inner part of your ear right here, as well as what's in the canal, the canal. And once that has set, they pull that out, and then they make that molding for your ear in a permanent thing. So all you really got to do is pop them in, and it fits right in. It's kind of like plug and play. So my buddy that works inside the gas station, I met him maybe about a year ago, and he bought a bike, and then he just disappeared. And now he's back, and his bike is modified a little bit. He got him an exhaust off of eBay or something. I don't know. We're going to take a look and see what he's working with here. Looks like he got a shorty, if that. Don't even look like he got a pipe on there, honestly. I don't even know what that is. So this is a Ninja. I think it's a 650. He's got a, I don't know what kind of bike that is, but it's definitely a shorty. He's running a straight pipe. I think he said this is a Ninja 650. It was definitely a Ninja. But I don't know if it's a 650 or not. It probably is. Looks pretty good. He's got a pretty skinny tire on the back. But he's doing alright. Gotta get him a triple tree, man. I don't know what's going on with this damn. You know? Let's see what this thing sounds like. That's a lot of noise from a little bike, man. Ah, that's a lot of noise. That's just cold on the start right there. Jeez. Listen to that. You got a lot of noise going on. Boy, you don't hear this coming. Something wrong with that. Woo-wee. That is obnoxiously loud, man. Good Lord, that's obnoxiously loud. That's too loud for my taste right there. I don't think I could do that. That's too loud for me. When we talk about the wind hitting into the helmet, it's coming underneath the helmet, like I said, the chin is coming up on my ears. I'm not hearing anything coming in my ear canal right now. Of course, I'm not really up to speed, but what I've noticed is once I get up to speed, the microphone itself isn't really working all that well. And this is an older generation action camera, so it can't really adjust the gain for my microphone in the camera settings or anything. But my overall point is just going to be this. Listen, save your hearing, okay? Just save your hearing, okay? If you got to invest in the $6 pair of earphones, or excuse me, if you got to invest in the $6 pair of earplugs, or if you're going to get the $30 ones I have, or you're going to get the custom ones, do some things to save your hearing while you ride, and you'll be good to go.